Welcome back, everyone. So in this episode, what we're going to do is explore the next part of our broader exploration of how does acupuncture work, and specifically, how does it work with an experience of pain, both in the physical body, in our emotional body, in our minds, and in our lives, as well as how does acupuncture work to help us transform our experience of illness. Number 3. Now, number 3 is going to sound perhaps a little funny, because the whole purpose of this conversation is to explore how does acupuncture support someone in transforming their pain or help somebody who's having other health issues have a more healthy life. Well, number 3 is lifestyle. That very often, especially in our Western culture, our emphasis on getting treatment is that we have a problem, we go to someone who we perceive has a solution, they fix us, and then we go about our own way, our own life. Acupuncture and Chinese medicine, however, is going to invite something entirely different than that. Even though your acupuncturist is highly trained in being able to use Chinese medicine to support you in your health, you are actually the one that's in control of changing your life and becoming a healthier person. That's why a central dimension of how acupuncture actually works involves the therapeutic relationship between you and your practitioner, where they support you in changing your whole lifestyle to one that is conducive to your own healing, your own transformation, and your own resolution of the problems that you currently have. That conversation, that series of conversations that's formed within a therapeutic relationship, is often at the heart of what actually helps us get well. Because if you come in and I put a couple needles in and your pain goes away, and then you go living the same exact lifestyle that got you into pain in the first place, then what will most likely happen, and what often does happen when somebody doesn't change their own life, they come back with the same pain and they say, well, how come acupuncture is not working? Acupuncture was working, but one of the most important parts of acupuncture working is us as individuals taking control of our own health and becoming educated in a new way so that we can try out different ways of eating, different ways of thinking, different ways of being with our feelings, different ways of moving in our bodies, so that we can learn how to walk in this world in a way that is automatically conducive to health and well-being. So what can you do today, right now? This is very simple in theory, but challenging to actually do. All you got to do is think of one thing in your life that you know if you stopped doing it, stopped eating it, whatever it is, that if you stopped that, your life would be a lot better. If you stopped drinking vodka at 1 a.m, if you stopped eating the cookie every single day after you had breakfast, whatever it is, if you stopped watching Netflix for 13 hours a day, what's the one thing that if you stopped doing it, it would make a huge impact? And all you have to do is to stop doing it. And I know that sounds like beyond silly, but what happens is we begin to bump up against all the reasons why we are avoiding some part of our life by doing that thing that we know doesn't really support our healthy lifestyle. Now, to go along with this, I would invite to do a very similar practice where you explore, if I were to just start doing one thing that I know if I did that, it would bring me joy and a deeper sense of well-being. What would it be? That could be the form of taking a walk every morning instead of being on your phone. It could be in the form of having a really good, well-cooked breakfast rather than, some sugar cereal that you eat on the run. Whatever it is, identify it and then start doing it. Now, most of us, if we have things that we really know are not supporting our healthy lifestyle, as soon as we try to stop it, we run into how difficult that can be. And that's part of what a therapeutic relationship with an acupuncturist can support you in. Not only does the process of receiving acupuncture and some of the steps I already talked about support you, your whole system, in receiving a new way of being in the world, which makes it easier to end the habits that are not serving us and makes it easier to identify and adopt the habits that are good for us. So one of the things that we notice, as soon as we begin trying to stop doing the things that we know are not supporting our healthy lifestyle, it begins to bring up all of the reasons why we were doing that unhealthy habit in the first place. Now, the reality is you don't have to deal with that all on your own. In fact, that's one of the things that acupuncture can support you with. That by simply receiving acupuncture and engaging in the new conversations that you would be having with your acupuncturist, it invites your system to become more receptive to trying new things, to receiving life in new ways, to moving into new possibilities, that through the process of acupuncture itself and the conversations that happen around an acupuncture treatment with your practitioner, your system becomes more finely attuned to what is healthy. Not because you should, not because you read some blog and someone told you that these are the things you should do to be healthy. It feels naturally right and good when our system has deeper access to its own vitality and vibrance. It becomes more easeful to be able to let go of the things that don't support a healthy lifestyle and to embrace and include the things that lead to a healthy lifestyle. So while I'm offering you these quote-unquote simple practices, if you discover that actually trying to do them is much more challenging than it seems like it should be, this is one of the things that acupuncture and the acupuncture relationship with your practitioner can support you in navigating.